Louisiana State Capitol in Baton Rouge. This is the tallest and largest, I believe, state capitol in our country. It is gorgeous. It only took 14 months to build, and the governor who had it built was assassinated in one of the hallways. And of course, with any political assassination, there is a controversy to the story that I will tell you in a moment when we get to that hallway. But this is the House of Legislation. And this is the House of Senate. This beautiful building is so stunning looking. And again, of course I'm whispering because there are so many people in here. They just don't want to interfere with what anybody else is doing. The ceiling in here is made of a byproduct of the sugar cane. I'm going to have to Google that to understand what it is, but it's really pretty. Anyway, we're headed to the hallway. Bye. Trying to figure out a way to get a view of all this. This is the main hall of the Capitol. All through the ceiling. And it goes all the way down there. To another beautiful town. Oh, you're fine. So this is just such a beautiful building, but it is a little difficult to record in here because there are so many people in here because it is actively being used for business and there's a lot of tourists like me. But here is the hallway where the governor was shot, and in it they have all these newspaper articles. Now the controversy is that two of the guards for the building shot 55 bullets in here to kill the alleged perpetrator. But two of the bullets that were found in the governor were actually from the bodyguards or the guards in the Capitol's guns. Oh my gosh, guys. So this is incredible. We're going to have to get back to the governor's story later because I got stuck on that elevator and I tried to record, and the first elevator takes you up to the 24th floor, and then that little, you get off the big elevator and a little elevator takes you to the 27th floor, which is where I am now, and then you get to see a view off of pretty much the top of the Louisiana State Capitol. And if you look down there, you see my RV right there. There it is for you from way up here. And then I'll shrink it back. And you can probably tell from that how high up I am. That's the RV from up here. And this is the Mississippi River. And this is the view from the 27th floor of the Louisiana State Capitol in Baton Rouge. Is that not beautiful? And then look over here, and there's one of those boats. I forget what they call those boats, but I want to go on one, and what better place to try and go on one than on the Mississippi River? I might save that for when I get to Mississippi, but look at that boat. That is super cool. This is beautiful up here, guys. Now, the reason I'm in the state capitol, because I know most people aren't fascinated with state capitals, but I think one of the few things that are known to common people in the world is that when the Senate is in commission or whatever, they're having their meetings to do what they do, voting on our laws, making decisions for us, all that stuff, you can go in and you can see. There's very few times that the Senate or the House of Representatives are in a closed session. This here, they actually have a seating area for that, and I didn't take pictures of that because there was a ton of people there. And some people just don't like being in the videos. I've noticed that because they kind of duck and duck out, so that's why I've just decided not to videotape where I see a lot of people. This is the bridge I came over to get here. Isn't that beautiful? It definitely competes with the San Francisco Bridge. At least in my eyes. If you're from San Francisco, don't hate on me. But I just think it's beautiful. And this is more of the city. governor who had this building built is buried. Now I guess we'll get back to the story while we look where he's buried. So from the lady inside, it is said that the controversy is that there was an alleged shooter in the hallway of the Capitol, but the 2 bullets that were recovered from the governor's body both came from 2 of the guards from inside the Capitol. So they believe that it was a conspiracy, that he was killed because people did not want him to run against Roosevelt for the presidency. And I'm almost sort of ashamed that I can't remember his name. I will have to look it up or find it on the inside and tell you. Well, who am I kidding? I'm not going to do that because I keep forgetting to do things like that. But I'm just going to keep filming all of this beautiful view from up here. And it's not as windy as you would think it would be from all the way up here. But it sure is pretty cool. But I think I already said this is the tallest capitol in our country. They also say the largest. But I swear I've seen other capitals that I think are larger, so I wonder if they call it larger just because it's taller, so that it does have more floors, which then of course would make it larger, not wider. But it really is pretty, in a pretty spot, and has pretty surrounding gardens. That's the circle I had to circle around twice to figure out where I was going. It was pretty cool. And this is all, she said, part of the Mississippi. Look, you can see something floating in that water, and I know somebody's going to say they're ducks, but if they're that big from up here, I don't think they're ducks, because ducks look that size when you're on the water. I don't know. I'm not saying they're alligators, but there's some people, maybe they are ducks, there's big ducks, maybe geese. There definitely are all kinds of cool birds out here. Here, look at this one flying right now. Can you see it? Where did it go? Right there. This is all the stuff you get to see from way up here. I'm probably making people dizzy zooming in and zooming out. There's the RV again. And there's all those boats having to go on again. So right now I'm outside the Louisiana state capitol. And I'm going to videotape some of this. And I have to tell you, it sucks because even walking, I have no idea how to get from here to there to get to the RV. But I'm going to stand in front of this and videotape it for you. And then apparently walk around the whole thing until I find how to get down to my side of the river. But here are the steps going up. And here it is. The largest state capitol in our country. It's from bottom to top, from top to bottom, and I cannot fit the whole capitol in the frame. And then they have these statues outside, which are pretty cool. And there's one over there, which is pretty cool. Now I'm going to walk down these steps and try and figure out where I'm at, but there's words on these steps. So we got to check that out too. That's part of the fun thing of me getting lost all the time, is I find other cool stuff. Like over there is where the governor is buried that had this place built. And I think I said, but maybe I didn't, that it was built in 14 months. 14 months. Which is weird because there's all kinds of marble and granite and just all kinds of things in there. Oh, does anybody know what these are? I do. How about you? I'm actually going to take a picture of that too. I'm going to go down and see if I can get them all. Pretty cool. They are all carved in here. Virginia, South Carolina, Rhode Island, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Maryland, Georgia, Delaware, and Connecticut. All here. Okay. I just realized I turned it again. Oh well. Anyway, there's the capital of Louisiana. And I'm sorry if this video bored you, but I actually really do like state capitals. They're pretty cool. I'm gonna walk down this way and see if that's where my car is. So I'm videotaping again from the Louisiana state capitol because I got lost to get found. There is my rig. But as you can see, I'm up this hill and on this walkway. So I still haven't figured out how to get down there yet, aside from climbing this, what do you call this, banister thing, and walking down that hill. So I'm going to walk until I find like a gap in it or a stairway or something, but I just wanted you to know that I found my way. So this is pretty cool. I noticed this as I found the walkway to get to the RV. Does anybody notice that? It says Union, Confidence, and Justice. But all the U's are missing because back then, when they were doing all the carving in stones, they didn't have a way to make U's. They just made V's. How do I know this when I'm just seeing this today? Because there's a courthouse in Phoenix that has U's in it too. I mean V's in it too, where it should have U's. And I learned that a long time ago. But I think that's pretty cool. Union, Confidence, Justice. Pretty cool. So I found the RV, but instead of going straight to the RV, I decided to come down here. This is a little river walkway along the Mississippi. Because I haven't really paused to take time to reflect, or at least to reflect on or off camera about this trip so far. I'm almost into my first month. I'm into my 4th state. And the things I've seen and I've done and I've felt and I've learned and I've observed have just been amazing. And I don't know how you reflect that on video. I almost don't know how I would reflect that in verbal or written words either. I mean, look at this walkway. This is those trees just right here on the river. It's beautiful. I mean, somebody should get married right in there. It would be pretty. And then over here is, I don't know what kind of tree, hanging into the river. And then this one over here, I do know, is a cypress tree. And those little things coming out of the ground, I'm going to zoom in at the risk of making you dizzy. They're called cypress knees. And they grow to stabilize the tree. And the story I heard either yesterday or today is that these cypress trees only grow to 80 years old, and then the tops fall off, and then they're still alive, and they just keep growing, and then the tops keep falling off. And it has something to do with hurricanes and the weather down here. And these knees are just here to stabilize them. They don't really grow much bigger or much taller than that. But the Native Americans used to dig those out of the ground and cut them off the trees and use them as clubs. I learned that story either yesterday or today. I'm not sure. But I thought it was a pretty interesting story. And I know that today's videos might be kind of quiet and kind of, I don't know, maybe monotone or whatever. But it's just because I've just learned so much stuff that I wish I could just sit here and have a conversation with everybody out there about. Because it really has been amazing. And I'm glad, more than glad, that I took the time and made this happen. Because there's going to be so much more to see. I'm only in my 4th state. There's just so much more to see. Tomorrow, I'm going to go see a couple plantations. Don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of my day here. I'm still in Baton Rouge. But I'm not in the mood for a museum. I might walk over, there's this cool gazebo thing over here, so I might walk over there and check it out. But it's kind of cool because I just kind of pick what I'm going to do by my mood, which is weird. But it makes for a cool day, like just sitting here watching the ducks and everything and deciding to turn the camera back on to tell you what I've been thinking and feeling. But I'm 4 weeks in and 4 states in, and I'm having a great time, and I'm seeing a lot of stuff, and I'm doing a lot of stuff, and I'm meeting a lot of cool people. Just so you know, this is America. And all I hear on the news, which is part of why I stopped getting cable so I would hear the news, is how much drama we got going on around here. let me tell you, these people I've met out here, they're not into all that drama either. They just want to live. They just want to be. They just want to get to know people like me and have me get to know them. That's what we really are about. I don't see all this controversy out here. I really haven't yet. And yes, I've been to some pretty crazy places and haven't seen or felt the controversy that I see or feel is being portrayed in the news. Excuse me for coughing. And I'm not trying to knock on the media, because everything's a form of media. Today, this is going to be a form of media. But I'm just saying that I'm not seeing it. I can't report on it. I would be reporting on it. It would make for good drama if that's what was happening. Everybody has been so kind and so courteous and so helpful. And you ask a question and you get an answer, and if they don't know, they tell you they don't know, but go ask this person or go to that person. Yesterday I asked people where to eat, and I wanted to know the difference between Cajun and Creole, and where to get the foods, and where the best is. And even though they debated where the best is, they had their general agreement was somewhere in St. Martin Parish. But as far as which restaurants or whose mama's house to go to, that they couldn't agree on. But that's personal preference and personal choice. Kind of like the potato salad story. Anyway, I just wanted to say that I think 4 states in overall, all Americans are good, they're healthy, they're happy. They just want peace and freedom and to do themselves and to let everybody else do you. There's another picture of a trail of trees. It's really pretty. Well, I have to tell you, while I was sitting up on this bench at this river walk, and I kept seeing all these things that look like little sticks sticking out of the ground. But then, they moved. They moved, folks. Those must be like a family of turtles, because they are moving about. See, you can see that one right there as I zoom in. But they all just have their heads above water. I'm going to zoom back out so you can see them clearer. But all those little things that look like little sticks from when I was sitting up there are all a bunch of turtles. So you can see this guy's body too, right here. Oh, he went back under. Oh, there he is. There he is. Look at him. Pretty cool. This is not me shaking the camera. This is the actual water moving. Look, guys, one of them came up a bit. That's pretty cool.